Welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network. We are going to talk to our dad. Wait, who was the dad? Was it you or me?
Why? Hang on. Oh, okay. Who was dad? I was dad. The World 3's attacks will likely start coming even harder. Mega Man could be deleted, and your actions could trigger the war.
What?
You take that responsibility? Wow.
Deleting Mega Man will trigger the war?
Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Now I remember what's going on. We said last time, and it was like, yeah, no. And then we just ended.
That's how I normally end my videos.
Now we gotta show him resolve. Okay. I'll send you the location when we find it.
What, you didn't find it? You didn't know it?
Thanks, Dad. I'll send you mail with the location. Go practice NetBattling.
Oh, okay. See you later, Dad.
What a messy person. He put his coffee mug on top of the fridge.
Yeah. That's how you make your coffee cold.
That you would probably make it hotter.
Oh, yeah, because the outside is...
Yeah, the outside's hot.
The outside is hot. They should make a fridge where the inside is hot and then the outside's cold.
You mean an air conditioner?
I don't know. This is just too good of an invention. I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could do that.
Let's go practice our net battling skills because Dad said so. And is Dad ever wrong? Ever?
Is Dad? I'm sorry. I'm really thinking about this like hotbox idea with like the cold coming on the outside. Is that possible? Can you trap all the heat inside
And make the outside cold?
I feel like that might work for a little while, but like the heat's gotta... I mean, it's gotta go somewhere eventually.
Well, inside.
You eating your fish, boy? You can't fight if you don't get enough calcium.
Does fish have calcium?
I thought fish had omega
Iron.
fatty acids and protein.
Oh, yeah. Omega
and
3.
mercury.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you can't eat too much fish because of mercury.
Yeah, I think you have to eat an awful lot, though, to get mercury poisoning. I eat a lot of fish.
An awful lot is just two fish. Oh, I thought it was gonna pop up.
2 fish. That's not a lot.
Is he good? Oh, okay. I forgot that you had to hit him first. Actually, I should have turned Buster Max off. This is not a real battle.
That's how you talk to your opponent? This is not a real battle.
You
were too easy.
You don't even understand how weak you are. Okay, so that's not him.
You don't even understand how weak you are. That's the sad part. Man, wouldn't it be so uncomfortable to have fins for arms?
Not if you're a shark. You thrive on that.
But you couldn't even, like... Wow, we shit-talked this man and then lost. Ha ha ha! You're even weaker than a guppy!
Well, you know why I lost, right?
No?
It's because I haven't been eating my fish.
Well... better start eating... fish.
That
I really felt like I was going somewhere with that, and I wasn't.
Oh my gosh. Mega Man, please dodge properly.
Do you like sushi?
I've had it one time, and I could go without. I know it's a thing.
That's interesting. I've had it one time, and I could go for it again.
The opposite.
Yeah, I had tuna, and I had eel.
Huh. How was the eel?
It was good. It had a, they put some sort of drizzle on top of it, like a little bit of something. I don't know what it was, but it was slightly sweet, and it went very well with the meat of the eel.
Slightly sweet. I am curious what that is now.
I don't know. It was a Chinese buffet. So
We'll see
it
if
was
I
probably
hit
some sort of Chinese sauce.
him. Oh, so he was in the middle. Oh my gosh.
Stuck in the middle with you.
You know what I do when I get hit in the middle?
Fight back.
Oh, I do fight back. Because if you don't fight back, you're gonna lose.
I guess that's true. Unless you're really good with your words.
In an argument. Oh, look at this, dude. Why do I have it recover 200, dude?
After all, it was that guy who said the pen is mightier than the sword.
Who was that guy?
Was it Mark Twain?
I really don't
Who
know.
said that?
If only we had an AI like Mega Man that we could ask.
You don't need an AI for that. You just need an engine. It was Edward Bulwer Lytton. You know that guy.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Everybody knows him. He was an 1839 novelist and playwright.
And he started the grind.
And he used his pen instead of his sword.
Yes, I knew he was back there. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna cheap shot him real quick to get his battle chip.
You just steal his fish.
Oh. I might even have to cheap shot him. Will this get him up or will this damage him? I hope it damages him. I really don't know.
What's our plan right now, anyway?
Well, Dad said to go net battle, and whatever Dad says, you do.
Wow. Just like real life.
Just like real life.
Is that it? So you're just like fighting people?
Just like Dad intended.
But then what? What do you do after you fight people?
Well. I believe you, after you fight people, you go to bed? Okay, which one
Is that
are
doing
you?
anything?
It's supposed to make them pop up, I believe.
Oh, you know what Skull Man reminds me of?
Did he hit him?
Like, it finally occurred to me. He looks like, Skull Greymon?
Oh, okay. The Digimon.
Man, I haven't thought about Digimon in a long time.
But it's Digimon. And some would argue it's better than Pokemon.
Digimon, digital monsters. I mean, Digimon are the champion, after all.
That they are.
I did watch it, I watched Digimon alongside Dragon Ball Z. Back when Toonami was a thing.
Digimon was on Toonami?
Yeah. It was a very interesting show at the time. I was like, wow.
Digimon?
Yeah. I would like to, I haven't watched that since I was like 10. And I'd really like to watch it again.
Okay, so I learned that doesn't...
It's like, I wanted to talk about it, but it was like, anything would be a spoiler.
But you haven't seen it?
Well, no, it's just like, it would be a spoiler. Like, I can't talk about, like, the main, like, twist. But a twist it was.
There was a twist?
Well, maybe you don't think of it as a twist. But it was.
I'm kind of curious what you're talking about now.
Like later in the series when they like discovered like why they disappeared.
Oh.
And like the way time was.
You mean it wasn't just because they went into the woods?
Actually, I don't remember how. Yeah, I don't remember how they got there. I just remember like when they came back, I was like, whoa. It's actually, I can't remember any of the details. I just remember how I felt at the time. And it was like, whoa.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. I still remember Ty. Oh, how do I remember his name? Ty? I remember he was, I remember him coming back home and he's like, oh, the sound of the wind chimes. I used to hate that sound, but now I really love it. And I remember thinking, it's like, why would you hate the sound of wind chimes?
That is a good point. Who would honestly hate the sound of wind chimes?
I mean, that's the whole point of the wind chimes is it's like, if you don't like them, just like, why do you have them up?
Well, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's supposed to be calming too, no?
Is it? I don't know. I guess. Yeah. I like the metal ones though. I've heard wooden wind chimes. I don't like those as much.
I think those are all natural. Those are the original.
Probably. But they're not chimes. They're more like clacks. Wind clacks.
Okay, I could see that.
I mean, I just made that up, but I mean, right?
Well, I mean, they are clacking and they're not clanging. We're gonna go to ACDC 10. We're gonna see if there's anyone we can net battle. And I forgot chip folder etiquette. Don't ever forget chip folder etiquette.
The floor there looks like acoustic foam.
I'll allow it. Oh, I see it now. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's like all I can see.
I see what you're saying, dude. I think you're onto something. No, I don't want to fight guts. Oh, look at these little creatures from a game.
Has he always had like potato chips everywhere?
Well, when you were a kid, didn't you have potato chips all over your room? Just open bags of potato chips?
No. I don't think I
ate
ate in my room as a kid.
I believe all kids should have open potato chip bags.
Unless it was candy, I guess.
Candy?
Yeah, especially after Halloween.
Did you know, or did we already talk about it? That bread is worse for your teeth than candy is?
You told me that.
Okay, I feel like we have so many conversations. Most of the time I bring up the same conversations because I forget we have this conversation.
Well, that's how you drill it into people's heads. You gotta repeat it.
Just repeat it until they remember it forever. But yeah, no, like I was blown away when I learned that fact, that truth. And also, apparently brushing your, because most people care about their appearance in public, right? Which is good. You should absolutely care about your appearance in public. But what I'm trying to say is, ooh, can I get these both? Most people, they'll brush their teeth for the day because like, oh, I'm gonna be out in public with a bunch of people and like mingle and things like that, which is fine. Definitely brush your teeth in the morning before you go out. But a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to bed, I don't need to brush my teeth, I'll just do it tomorrow kind of thing. That is wrong, because apparently when you sleep is the time you're most susceptible, your teeth are most susceptible to like forming cavities and stuff. The bacteria and stuff multiplies at a faster rate than throughout the day.
I've always heard you're supposed to brush 3 times a day.
I could believe that.
Like once when you get up, once sometime in the middle of the day, and then once before you go to bed. Which seems excessive to me. Like, I prefer to just do it when I get up and before I go to bed.
Well, I get what you're saying, it's excessive, because it's kind of like, what are you going to do, carry a toothbrush around with you?
Yeah, where do you find the time in the middle of the day, like, hang on, I'll be right back.
Unless, like, your job or your work spot has, like, a dedicated teeth brushing bathroom, but that just sounds weird. Imagine brushing your teeth with your coworkers.
Imagine walking into the bathroom, someone's just brushing their teeth. Like,
Welp.
Alright. Guess I'll leave you alone.
This is definitely a thing. This is definitely the future.
I think brushing too often can also be hazardous to your health.
To your gum health, you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There's like, you know, there's people whose job it is to test toothpaste, and they're like brushing their teeth all day, and they have to like limit how many times a day they can brush their teeth to prevent adverse effects.
From like the gum thing specifically, or?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is.
I don't know what their malfunction is.
I mean, maybe it starts corroding teeth, because I mean it's supposed to like dissolve plaque and stuff. Maybe like if you keep going at it, maybe it'll start dissolving the enamel of your teeth.
That would be crazy, dude. If it would start, like you said, dissolving the enamel, that would be insane. Imagine people everywhere would instantly stop brushing their teeth. Maybe.
There's people's jobs. They have to sniff people's armpits to test deodorant.
Really?
It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I remember seeing a photo of that one time. Somewhere at some point in my life. For some reason.
Oh, he got me. I can't believe I fell for that oldest trick in the book.
But I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. It's like, yeah, like, how else are you gonna test it? Somebody's gotta smell it. Like, how did they smell before? How do they smell now?
I hope that job pays a lot, because if not, what do you even say to that?
Probably. It's like scientific research. Sort of. Dude, you're just tornadoing those guys.
I love doing that.
That bomb looks like a watermelon.
Wait, can I trick him into a... That's a grenade. It should look like a pineapple. Can I trick him? No, he doesn't... Okay. I thought he would take collision damage from appearing on the same panel. But I was foolish to believe... Oh, hey, what's
What
that?
a fool you were.
How foolish were you? Yeah, right now I'm just chip collecting. Maybe we'll put some chips in the chip trader, get some good chips hopefully. Because I do like good chips.
Do you like butterscotch chips?
I've never had butterscotch chips. Is that something I should do?
I don't know. I had some butterscotch chips. They're like chocolate chips.
But butterscotch?
But they're not chocolate, they're butterscotch.
Dude, now you made me want cookies and milk.
They make them in all sorts of flavors. You know, there's vanilla and butterscotch.
Wait,
and
what? They make the chips?
Peanut butter. Yeah, like they're shaped like chocolate chips, but they're not chocolate flavored.
Oh, okay, I give you what you're saying now. I give you what you're saying. H-I-J. Oh, wait, no. ABC. Nope. Nope. Okay.
That's another food from my childhood. Where it's like, just grab a handful of that. Who needs cookies when you can just go straight for the chips?
Would you ever, did you like Jell-O as a kid?
Jell-O? I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever liked it.
Pudding's good.
Pudding is definitely good. It comes in the best flavors. Pudding and yogurt are pretty much tied for goodness.
I know a lot of people like to ruin the Jell-O by putting fruit in it.
Give it weird textures.
What are you doing? This was supposed to be a treat, not a health food.
Is Jell-O bad for you? I don't think it's that bad, no.
It's just sugar and gelatin.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. Welp. I'm glad we're having the real conversations on this channel.
You know, this reminds me, the last time I had Jell-O was in a cake that I made. You might have heard of a channel called Simple Cooking Channel on YouTube. And he had a pretty neat, he's got a lot of neat ideas actually. He made this cake, like an Easter cake. It's like a 2-layer cake. But you put a hole in the top layer, and you fill it up with blue Jello, and you kind of mash it around to make it look like water, and then you put green coconut, desiccated coconut, all around the edges to make it look like grass, and then you put Peeps, marshmallow Peeps, on top of the water to make it look like ducks swimming.
But no one likes Peeps.
I like Peeps. I'll die on this hill.
You like Peeps? When did you start liking Peeps?
When they were invented. I don't know when they were invented. Probably a long time ago.
In 2092.
The first time I had a Peep, it was like, what's not to like? It's a marshmallow covered in crystal sugar. And when you put it in the microwave, it blows up to 10 times its size.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Probably a lot of air trapped inside, and it just kind of expands and can't escape.
That kind of makes sense. Would you eat a Peep or a Twinkie?
Like, if I'm given a choice and I have to pick one?
You have to pick one.
I mean, I don't know. They're both, probably a Peep. I think. I mean, I think it depends on my mood. Like, right now... maybe a Twinkie.
Did you ever believe that the saying that they could survive, well, not just past the expiration date, but a nuclear bomb?
I have heard that.
Yeah,
that's like the one fact about Twinkies everybody knows.
If it's true, I mean, who's gonna test that? Did the company, was it Hostess, test that themselves? Like,
I don't know. Maybe there must be some sort of. Yeah, is that even true? I always assumed it must be based on... It's like, oh, well, it's made up of this, and that means it can survive...
It's made of cockroaches.
Nuclear radiation. Do you remember when Twinkies were supposed to be discontinued?
Yeah, that was a lie.
Yeah, I remember my friend's dad bought him a box of Twinkies. He's like, these will be gone forever, so here's a box of Twinkies.
I mean...
I was like, wow, he really cares about his son. He just buys him a gift. They'll never be... He's like, he wasn't like super into Twinkies or anything. Just like, here's some Twinkies, I guess.
Yeah, no, like, I guarantee you that was a publicity stunt that the corporation planned, because that was just...
Yeah, when they said, oh, never mind, Twinkies are back, it's like, okay, yeah, they did that to get people to buy Twinkies, because apparently it worked. I saw it firsthand.
We got.
Yeah, well, I didn't get got. But they got.
I didn't get got, you guys got.
You guys got. If you bought a box of Twinkies, because they were going to be discontinued, you got.
And getting got is never fun.
It's the greatest insult of all.
Getting got.
Don't get got, guys.
How much money do I have? I have a lot of zenny. I'm basically a quadrillionaire.
Wow, that's very rich.
Dude, you're so rich. Come on. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so right now I'm just grinding for battle chips, and we'll be back on plots shortly. I hope you like our conversations.
Do you think Mega Man only does this for the plot?
He grinds for the plot?
Yeah.
My
No, does he live his life for the plot? Do you live your life for the plot?
I guess we all do. I guess as human beings, we are constantly living our lives for the plot that is our life.
Our own unique story that only all of us can see from our own perspective.
We're getting deep. I do hate these viruses with their iron body, but now they're gone.
Iron body?
Yeah, like the martial arts technique.
Sounds pretty metal. What is that?
the iron body. It's like a, I don't know if it originates in Kung Fu, but that's mostly where I've heard it, kind of a thing. It's the idea where like Shaolin monks can make their body as hard as iron. I don't know if they actually believe they're making it as hard as iron, but they make it tougher, kind of thing. And you see demonstrations where it's like, oh, they're breaking like wooden logs or
Yeah, I was gonna say, who are those people that break bricks with their bare hands?
well, brick breaking's pretty normal for martial arts.
Is that staged?
It can be. Brick breaking can be, but it's pretty simple enough to where you don't have to stage it.
Interesting.
Whoa! They can. Yeah, brick breaking's pretty simple. Okay, I guess I can hit him.
Can you break bricks with your hand?
You can if you train
Can you?
enough. I never did it as a kid. A lot of people did. I was dumb enough to do the brick conditioning as a kid, but I never did the brick breaking, which, you know, brick breaking probably would have been better for your hands than conditioning.
What is conditioning?
Conditioning, it's kind of like the Muay Thai theory, or not theory, I guess practice, if you will, where they would they basically to harden up their hands. Oh look, iron body. Harden up their hands and their shins and basically other parts of their body. What they do is every day, constantly, they would go up to like the hardest trees in Thailand, which I don't remember what they are. So,
Are they petrified trees?
I don't know. I just know like they're notoriously hard trees, and every day they're like softly punching it and softly kicking it, obviously because you don't want to actually break your limbs. So they're doing it gently every day. Basically going towards the goal. I guess the science behind it, I don't know if it's the actual science. This is just everything I was told. Is you cause little fractures in your bones when you're doing that, like when you're punching the tree and you're kicking it, to where the fractures, eventually calcium deposits in those fractures, making your bones harder than they were before. Again, I don't know if that's true or not, but so they're constantly doing that to harden up their limbs, their bones, and I guess it does work. To where when you get hit by a Muay Thai fighter, you get struck by a Muay Thai fighter, it's gonna hurt like that, and you're gonna wish it didn't happen.
That sounds pretty hardcore.
So that's why Muay Thai fighters are like such, dangerous people, because they're doing this kind of conditioning in Thailand. I guess maybe they might be doing it here. I don't know, in the States. But I mean, the downside to that though is the average career span for a Muay Thai fighter is like 3 to 5 years because of this hard. I don't know if it's because of the hard conditioning. I'm assuming it is, but I guess it could also be from the fact that when you're in the ring with another Muay Thai fighter, you're taking damage, from the same person who's been training the same way as you. So it could be something like that. But
So what, they just become too injured to continue, or what?
yeah, well, I mean, like, again, you've been practicing with your body for so long. Your body, I guess it does strengthen them somewhat. I don't know if it is like they claim, where calcium deposits in the fractures, making your bones tougher and harder. I don't know. But yeah, because again, you're getting banged up by someone who's just as strong as you are and has been training just as hard and as long as you are too. So that's why their careers are so short. They're like 3 to 5 years as a Muay Thai fighter. But yeah, it's no joke. I mean, again, like, these Muay Thai fighters, they look like skinny, small, and like, not intimidating. But no, you'd be wrong. You'd get pretty jacked up if you fought one, especially for
They're very dense, physically, not mentally.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know how we got off on that tangent, but
I used to do Kenpo.
oh, okay. That's like it's Kenpo is it's
Karate.
it's yes, but it's a Japanese karate that's based off of Kung Fu, so it looks more like Kung Fu than normal karate would.
I remember I was I think I was a preteen, and I ended up giving up because I had to do a kata. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, form.
Yeah, where you have to go through a bunch of motions like in order, and I just couldn't like memorize the motions, so I had to give up.
Was it like the first basic katas?
It was. What's the
like
belt that comes after white belt?
It's different from school to school, but typically yellow comes after white.
I think I was a yellow belt.
Okay.
And I was trying to get to the next belt, and I was there, but I had to finish the kata to get to the next belt. And that's where my Kenpo career ended.
Your Kenpo career.
As a 12-year-old.
Very, very sad. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, a kata is, I believe it just translates to form, is what people call a dance, because it kind of during World War II, or I guess even before World War II or whatever, or even in the old times, I want to say even like in the Edo period of Japan, when martial arts became outlawed, and obviously, you know, you don't want to like train in front of your enemy if you were ever captured by the enemy and things like that. You kind of wanted to, they would master training, and they would call it dances, and they would be practicing martial arts through these forms that they call kata. Every martial art has that, like every martial art has that, and again, it was all for the same reason. Well, it was all for the same reason, but also not just to mask it from hiding it from your enemy, but also even among like different schools, the different type of martial arts, right? The different types of karates, they would or kung fu's or what have you, the Korean styles, they would to disguise their techniques that were hidden within the kata from other schools. That's why they would practice forms, so that you weren't practicing your techniques directly. You were kind of masking it so that no one could steal it, kind of a thing. And I forgot where I was going with that. Oh yeah, katas are forms. It's like a pattern that you learn, which has the techniques of that martial art hidden within it. That as you progress through the ranks of martial arts, you learn more and more of those techniques, which is what martial artists generally consider to be the bread and butter of martial arts. They generally, basically, the more kata you know, the more techniques you know, the more of the martial art you know, in theory, as they say.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, so.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
That's what they say.
I mean, no, I was 130 pounds, and I could bench 140.
When you were doing Kenpo?
I mean, maybe that was just, you know, teenage hormones, but I think the karate probably helped.
Dude, you're on hormones.
It's like you're hooked on phonics. You're on
hormones. Yeah, so that is martial arts and kata. I don't know why we got on that tangent, but we did. And I'm still collecting chips. I hope you found this random conversation enlightening, and we will see you in the next video.